I noted Antoine because I'm sure Antoine will have demos. He has to have demos.
No.
What? That's okay. We'll do a quick meeting. I thought you will have to, you would show everything, even the PRs you have ready. Like, so last week you showed the HTML Trumbowyg customized editor, and it has been merged, right?
Yes.
Yes. And you have other PRs for admin UI, like the toolbars and things like this. But maybe there is nothing merged and nothing to show. But okay, we'll see. So not so many. Orchard status, Orchard 1 here updated, nothing new on Orchard 1, and we didn't merge anything, maybe just commenting on some PRs on Thursday. Orchard core, this is the orange one, and I have to look at 11:05. 11:05. 5th of November. We have that at 15:06, and we have merges. What is that, Antoine? We talked about it during the meeting. Or did we talk about it during the Thursday meeting? That you have to squash merge?
Yes, yes, yes.
It was too late. Ah. Okay, so this one, add UI for page size. So the idea is that we have a page size property in the site settings, but we don't have the UI to change it. So now it's done. Features filter dependency. This is, you see, because now I just have merge pull request. So what is it about? And I don't care about all the details of the commits or what it was. I just want to see the nice commit message to see what it does. So I assume to filter the dependencies based on the tags also. And the other, well, filter the features based on their dependencies, which appear as tags. New admin menu. So we saw that last week we agreed, or 2 weeks ago, and we agreed that it was okay. So we have a new admin menu, and apparently people love it. So that's good. Select all on the content items page. It's called select all, but it's not just that.
The new content items UI.
The new content items UI. The new content items UI.
With bulk actions and filters and select all.
So now we have a tags zone. Let's look at it. While it's loading, 1 second. Where is my UI here? Stop sharing. Going on my screen just to see what's open on my computer. Okay. Then. You don't see anything. That's okay. And now I'm sharing again. And if I go there and I go to 2 repo, I go in the dev branch, core, it should reload because so many changes. Okay, now it's done, so this guy should see it. Doesn't complain, which is weird. I'm on a dev branch, okay. Maybe I was not far away. I'm rebuilding everything, and I will see later. So in the meantime, going back there, PRs, then updating decoupled website article, probably to take into account all the comments from the streamer we mentioned last week. Yep, so updating, so there is no ambiguity in the article. Then again, a merge commit, like we have 10 merge commits. Removing the name of Visual Studio here, which is weird because I saw that again this morning. Maybe not the same place. README files updated with the correct SDK link and name and everything. Oh yeah, because we said we don't need the runtime and the SDK, we just need the SDK, which contains the runtime. Filter contents on search change for the admin menu. Merge branch. Same thing. Merge issues. That's bad. That's not the good way to do. But there is that here too. Why would we do that? At least so I must be the culprit, but why?
I think I merged something from Jean-Thierry, a change from Jean-Thierry, and maybe it's also the conflict.
Okay, because that's not how you build URLs on controllers. You use the route values. So that's weird.
This is the big PR of Jean-Thierry about host and path.
Okay, I think we didn't merge it already? Okay.
We did.
We did, okay, later. So, then this one, okay, and then you say, so if I look at the file here, which is content view admin list. Content view admin list. Still not good. Okay, I don't get why we do that. So I'm not yeah, dot value is better than path base because it won't be encoded, that's fine. But my concern is that we should not have to do that. We should just say URL dot action and then pass the name of the action and the controller, and then we get it, the correct thing. And if tomorrow we decide to change the route, then it will work. Here we don't, we hardcode the route. Like if tomorrow we decide that it's not admin but something else. So that's why I'm questioning that. Okay, so working on HostString and PathString, which is to optimize how URLs are built and also make it correct, like the dot value is the unencoded form of the path base. And this is what we need to use in most cases. So we fixed it everywhere, so many places. Fixes attribute name conflict in BaseShapeTagHelper so that the shape tag helper would allow us to use properties that will be assigned to the shapes. Otherwise it will intercept that and not work correctly. I think one of them was called tag. But it's not just about this fix, it's about also what he did later. An issue that Bertrand, you see here string tag. Okay, so it's accepted the tag property and it will bind it to the shape directly. Before it will not. You see, declare as internal to prevent any attribute with a matching name from being automatically bound and removed from the output attributes. Okay, so fixing an issue with that. Make templates module case insensitive. It's just checking that when you write a template and you try to use the same name, you don't use a different names that is just different from the casing. Okay, because it's case sensitive. Making it async and also fixing a transaction issue. Nested transaction issues that will fail a SqlQuery in some condition. SqlQuery meaning the queries module using the SQL source. Non-evaluate liquid for editing body markdown part. Just that when you go edit these kinds of parts, on the edit action you should not validate, just on the update action. And is also updating all the string localizer logic to just have a get. Null reference exception in CultureAspect. Okay. Content type filter search empty when no results. So fixing, I didn't see a PR for that. Content type filter search empty for when no results. So fixing an issue with the search in the list of content items that we will see here. Nothing works. I will close this solution and reopen it. Tenant workflow activities to create, disable, enable, set up tenants, all from workflow activities, and I saw a new PR to enable and disable the tenants, but it's already there, so I don't know what the new PR is doing.
The activities were not implemented.
Okay.
For disable.
Good. So now we can manage tenants with workflows, which is super useful when you do SaaS softwares like Try Orchard Project.net. Raised ContentPicker matches from 20 to 50, just the list of items that the ContentPicker will display by default. Use Bootstrap config model for move media. So more Bootstrap config models instead of the standard browser alerts. Configuration order equals 100 for organizing the menu location. So the configuration menu item is at the bottom. Settings, config sources. Not sure what it's fixing, but it's doing it. Apparently everything now is async. That's the change. Config sources can be saved asynchronously. Okay. Working on caching and tokens. Who merged it? Or did I say merge it? I know we merged this one. November 9. Sunday. Okay, so we merge it. It's a huge change. So it's changing how all the things are cached and loaded. So now you get load when you want to load from a database, get when you want to get either from a database or cached value for most services that use memory cache. So that when you want to change something, you don't get it from the cache, you load it from a database and you save it in the database. So you're not updating something in the cache. Then the cache is released and will be loaded again the time after. Otherwise, you could be changing an instance that another request is currently using because it has been taken from the cache, if this is using the memory cache. Missing tooltip init. Okay. Metadata display. Okay, just alignment in the list. Generate unique alias when cloning. Makes sense. When you clone, you want a unique alias, like you want a unique auto route. Include subdirectories in graphiql query if specified, so it was not taking the is directory correctly into account. The include subdirectory. Updated ParseHeader method, just so that if you have a header that contains itself colons, then it won't split more than twice. So it takes the first colon and splits it, and the rest is part of the second string. Configuration menu updated. Updating Trumbowyg editors. Removing or not the jQueryable module, the jQuery resizable module. I saw it in green. That's weird. I thought we had removed it. What else? Types, part validation, fixing, parse setting, updating. Yes, Antoine.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Okay. Trumbowyg jQuery dependency. Okay, so Trumbowyg depends on jQuery. Updating README to remove the version number 2017 because we only accept 2019 because of Netcore 3.0. And change this method because we might want to add a header that is not valid somehow, but it's required. Done. Does it work here? Building. I have a blog, but if I go to the admin, Control F5 in case there are some things. So we have the new with a nice icon, which is there, the configuration at the bottom. Doesn't look a lot change here. Security, users, oh, because I don't have all the nice modules enabled. So for instance, if I go to features and I enable Google authentication, it will show up in security authentication Google. Beautiful. security settings, configuration settings, admin menus, design. We have a zone, templates, themes, widgets. So why not call it layers? Did we talk about it last time and we said widgets, or because widgets seems weird to me?
Because once the layers are created, you will only edit the widgets.
Okay, so when I create a new page, why isn't it called widgets? Because I just add widgets. So that's a wrong argument. That's weird. Okay. Widgets. Okay. Content items, content types. Okay, to filter, content definition. Can be confusing here, but content definition, main menu. So this I assume is coming from the recipe. This also. Search settings. We have an issue with all these search settings, search. Indexing, queries, all queries. Okay. Okay, that's the new menu. Then if I go to content items, I saw PR this morning. There is still one now going on, or did you merge it already? With the... Yeah, I saw that. But we can see you now. That's okay. I think it was nothing important. Which is
okay. That's funny. I didn't think you would receive Skype notifications.
It was not important. So thank you. I think that's okay. So the new UI created, published, modified, title, show, published, and if I say unpublish, yes, boom, it still works. 2 items, and I can select all. What is the action button doing here? But maybe you didn't. Did you take into account the... Because that's weird, because here it looks like the table is correctly... It's not the table anymore, right?
It's never been a table, it was a grid columns.
Okay. But now it's using the flex whatever.
Yes, and the last column is a big one with all the filters.
Yeah, the action should be on the right also, I think. And maybe look like a button. Here is just if we hover it, but it should look like something like this. Filters, wow. So here, if I select here, we have, so these are filters. What is that then?
Quick filters.
How is that different from the right here? It's quick also.
Yes.
I mean, draft published owned by me, but here you have latest. You don't have just draft, but that's latest, owned by me, published. You also have unpublished and all versions. That's weird. I would have maybe a suggestion to include this search here somewhere here and done this text box inside there. I don't know, maybe there are other reasons, but that's where to have the filters here, because if I click only draft and I say owned by me, but published, only draft items published. But if you say only draft items, then this one shows unpublished. Okay, if I say latest owned by me, so this binds there, but there are more options here than there. It's confusing. I like the show, it's okay. Or you could even call it versions, because that's what it is. Because here you want show. So if I say show latest, why is the content type? Why is it gray?
Because all there are nothing selected.
Okay. So if I remove that everything, all versions. Okay, that's a weird UI. So if I say article, wow, blog, okay, interesting. Nope. Looks good. Just details. As I use it, I'm asking questions just to let you know what I feel, and then you can react if you want. But yeah, I would love to have just one menu here. If it's called version, it's better than show. Because if tomorrow we have culture, what do you put? Show? No, it's culture. Content type. So here it's versions. Or status. Show is too generic. Sort, okay, because it's different kinds of sorting.
It was to be more like GitHub, the label show and quick filters. It was just because I was inspired by the GitHub UI.
Okay. Yeah, and this thing here, because you can just have full text here. It's not like GitHub where you can say plus something, full colon, bar, and stuff like that. And it doesn't react to that. Like when you say latest, it doesn't change this thing. So it's like full text. But yeah, I don't see the duplication. And if it was there, I would find it also very nice. I'm not sure. It's okay if it's there, but maybe we get some space if it can be fitted here. Okay, feedback. It looks super nice and it works well. Good job. We'll see what people say over time. Even a new button here. Not sure we had it before. Cool. Yeah, this action button. Oh, there is only one, so it doesn't. What did I do? All versions, content type, all content types. If I select everything, yeah, the action button now appears. And yeah, I feel it feels weird that it's in the middle. It will feel better that it's on the right as an action button. And okay, good. Thank you. New menu and new content items, and you are working on other pages to look like this.
Yes.
Awesome. Then that's it. Topics. what did I miss here? It should be bulk actions since yeah, we didn't hear you. You typed too quietly. Why not find a new name for this? Since it's not widgets or layers, but both. It's layers. It's like a flow. A flow is made of widgets. We don't call it flow and widgets. We don't call it back parts and widgets or back parts and types. It's bags, the back part. So it's the layers module is here to manage widgets. That's why. But on WordPress, it's called widgets. I'm sure they don't have something like layers in WordPress. They have widgets. And they call it widgets, fine. But for us, widget is cross-cutting concern out of layers. It happens that layers uses widgets, but we have many things that uses widgets. And maybe there will be more things that use widget in the future. That's why I was asking. This is the layers page to manage widgets by layer. We have also the page content type. That is a flow part that manages widgets for a page, for table content.
And previously the title was edit widgets.
No. It was layers. In the menu, it was not edit widgets, definitely not.
The main title of the page.
Okay, that was a mistake. But the menu title was layers. Just to know that maybe the title of the page, okay, but the menu title to know what we will do is like, it's not bad to call it widgets. I understand that people will say, okay, I want to change my widgets. But I don't disagree with people injecting widgets without the layers module. And I tell them, create a section, which is a flow part, create widgets inside the section, and inject the section by its alias. So you don't have to execute JavaScript to find the rules for performance reasons. And that's still widgets, and it's not layers. Layers. Yeah, it's just wrong. Maybe it's better, but it's wrong. Because tomorrow you will have 10 pages of widgets, and you will like widgets, 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 and widgets. But one is by alias, one is by layer, one is by whatever rule you want. Okay, so that topics. I mentioned Harvest Core 2020. SqlQuery has connections in Nice and Miami, and is looking at both options. How do you say, nobody speaks English here. How do you say Nice in English? Do you say nice?
I think it's Nice.
In French we say Nice, but do foreigners say Nice or nice?
I can't recall any English-speaking person ever pronounce it.
Do you say Nice or nice? Option 1 or option 2? Dave is from UK. You say nice. You know we are talking about the city, right? Not okay. Okay, yeah, because in French we say Nice. That's how it's pronounced. Okay, so Nice, I will say Nice, sorry. And oh, the city, yeah, thank you. Okay, so everyone says Nice. Okay, Nice and Miami. And looking at options, what we can do in both. Nice because it's in Europe and warmer than Amsterdam, otherwise you would have been to Amsterdam. And Miami because it's warmer than Nice and still accessible because on the East Coast, so easier to go than Hawaii. We wanted Hawaii, but
I want Hawaii.
Yeah, but it's too expensive and too far away from most of our.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were asking who wants to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, well, we all want to go to Hawaii, but it's too expensive first, and it's too far away. If you come from the Europe, it's 24 hours trip, something like that, because you have to go through Seattle or Los Angeles or something like that, and it's 12 hours just to go there, or 15 hours, and then 8 more hours to go to. It's 24 hours trip from Europe, so it's no way. And you have to be super rich.
Yeah, it's too much. in all areas.
So yeah, so we need to have cheaper options, and price-wise it might be the same, just the flight will be different. If you are in Europe, this will be much cheaper than Miami. So looking at both options. Sipke and all his connections everywhere. Crazy, right? Good job, Sipke, on the connections. Quebec is cheap. That's another option. But February, April, it's not the same weather as Nice and Miami, correct? I'm not even sure you have electricity right now in Quebec. Do you? So, oh, you have now, you see? So yeah, but if we did things in the summer, it would be awesome. I would also suggest Whistler, or yeah, Canada would be awesome. Vancouver. Yeah. We could do it in Lille also for Antoine, but same thing, just crappy weather. That's also why we don't do it in Seattle. We were super lucky. When we did it in Redmond, it was in June. Maybe, yeah, so it was super nice weather. We were lucky. Well, not so lucky, but I mean, it was a nice weather. It's not just about luck. Okay, so that's options we are looking into right now. But and for the dates, we're looking still April or February. April is better.
Yeah, for April, Nice would be better, right?
Yeah, April for sure.
Yeah.
But Miami is February/April because we don't care. It's good weather for both.
Mm-hmm. What about mosquitoes?
You know, so 2 years ago we did it in New York because we intended to do it in Miami first, but we decided to not do it in Miami because of the Zika virus and mosquitoes. And went to New York, and also because even the mayor of Miami said at that time, if you don't have any important reason to go to Miami, don't come to Miami. The mayor said that, so I'm like, okay, we'll do that in New York then. And we were so lucky with the weather in New York. You remember, guys? If you remember.
Yeah, that was great.
Nice, so nice weather for February. It was like 18 Celsius or 20 Celsius for all the days we stayed there, and the week after, it was a snowstorm and everything was blocked. It was crazy. So we were so lucky. The weather was so good. So that was great. But less risk with Miami. And the fun part is that after New York, I took a week of vacation. I went to Orlando after New York, and it was also super weather in Florida in February. So that's good. So that's the options. February or April. Dates have not been set, but we'll see based on the price. We are looking at prices and options for the location for the events. So we'll see. Will be more news every week. Thank you, Sipke, for the help.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Gabor will say, why not Hungary? Not yet.
I got even a request to do it in South Africa.
Yeah, it will be, again, how long do you take to go there?
I checked, but it was too far, around 20 to 24 hours from my
from
place.
Europe?
That according to Google, yeah.
That much? That's weird. Or maybe because of
I
connections?
was surprised. Probably so, but I can't believe there wouldn't be a direct flight. But that's what I saw when I didn't look into it too much.
Maybe it's because Earth is not that flat and we have to go around. If it was flat, or maybe it's because it's flat and... What
are you saying? If it's flat, of course it's
sorry.
flat.
That's why it's so long. Okay, we have to... Yeah. Okay. So that's it. No other updates. Any questions, topics? Release date still targeting December. What I'd love to see is more PR merged. And I've seen so many PRs merged this week from everyone. That's good. And if we could have a tags module, that would be awesome. That's a stretch goal. What else? Tags module. What module would we really need. I saw Dean made a headless recipe. I commented on that. It's good.
Hang on, one correction. It's about 12 hours.
Okay. Well, it's okay. That's more the same as Europe to Seattle. Okay. So not that far away actually. I don't know about the prices, but that's doable.
Mm-hmm.
Next time.
Yeah.
And we have to see also about the local interest for Orchard. It's very important.
Well, Gert Smith is very interested. He invited us to come.
Okay. Something we could look into for next time then.
Okay.
Okay, so tags and another thing I was saying we should have, I don't remember, but it will come back. So tags, if someone can focus. Oh, I think someone tried to look into tags. Good. That's it. Then thanks everyone for joining. See you. And Maps will be merged soon. And, there is an update for Dean. He wanted to make a demo today, but he could not join, he told me. So next week we'll have a demo about the sitemaps. The third demo about sitemaps. That's okay. So thanks everyone. See you on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.